What's up, everybody? It's Matt from the house. I'm here with Tim from Rossignol, and he's going to run us through the women's board ladder of the 22-23 Rossi lineup. Let's check this out. All right, so starting off at 370 bucks, we've got the Myth, which is a great twin tip, kind of beginner to intermediate style board, but perfect board to learn on, right?
Yeah, 100%. So what we've got here is just a little tiny camber pocket, about 30% of the board, tons of rocker in the tip tail, super easy to ride.
Yeah, nice and catch-free feel, and even for those riders who are getting a little bit better and want to venture into the park, it does have a full twin tip, so it's going to ride the exact same way that way as it does that way. All right, so jumping up to $420, we have the new Soulside. So this is kind of taking the Myth and kind of making a little bit more directional all-mountain version, right?
Yes, 100%.
So a little bit sturdier core is the main jump on this?
Yeah, and we same camber pocket, just a different flex pattern, a little softer in the nose, a little stiffer in the tail.
So basically something that you can take outside of the park a little bit more and obviously still ride inside the park, and really that true all-mountain go anywhere, do anything board for that beginner to intermediate rider. All right, and then jumping up to 470, we have the Meraki, and this is a really good board to kind of bridge that gap between a park board and an all-mountain board. It really rides well both places, but what are we getting for that extra 50 bucks?
So we're gonna now go with the center base.
Okay.
On here we'll have the same basically camber pocket, but now we're gonna add serrated edge.
Okay.
So much better edge grip.
So definitely gonna be a little bit faster, you know, for those people who are, obviously riding park or even outside of the park, and they want something that can handle a little bit more speed. All right, and then jumping up to this beautiful board, the Airis. So not only does this thing have an incredible looking graphic on it, and obviously a little bit more of a directional shape. Still an all mountain, go anywhere, do anything board, but at $500, what are we getting for the few extra bucks in this board?
So increase the camber pocket a little bit on this one. Okay. You're definitely right on, it's a directional board, but we're also gonna use some continuous assault fibers with Kevlar between the bindings to give that board a little bit more power.
Awesome, so a little bit more stability, a little bit more snap and pop, and obviously when you're riding faster and carving, it's gonna push back a little bit more so you can hold a better edge. But again, all mountain, go anywhere, do anything board. All right, and then jumping up to 580 for the Diva. This thing is definitely a hard charging board for those girls who are riding all mountain, but a little bit more of that intermediate to advanced rider who wants something they can ride a little bit faster on. And very, very similar shape to the one, but what are we getting for that extra 80 bucks in this board?
So now we're gonna twin. This is gonna be a twin flex on this one.
Okay.
A little deeper camber pocket once again. We're gonna up the base up to a 7,500 centered base. So
okay.
Great glide on there. And then we're gonna add in light frame.
Awesome.
So we're gonna mill the core and run the urethane around for added dampening.
Awesome, so this thing can ride super, super fast, but it's not gonna be chattery, and it's really, really gonna dig hard when you wanna carve on it. And even on your landings and stuff too, it's gonna have a little bit easier, softer landings without making the board feel dead when you're going to pop it. All right, and then jumping up to the after hours, there's no price jump in this one from the Diva. We're basically just getting a little bit more of a free ride focused board. So what are some of the cool features on this board?
So instead of running basically light frame around the board, now we're going to change basically the structure of the board and use light grip.
Okay.
So as we bring the TPU element down, pick it up here again, now we create a soft spot, hard spot. It's like adding serrated edge.
Okay, so it definitely gives a little bit more dig. Obviously we've got a little bit more nose on this one, a little less tail, so it's gonna float really, really well. But obviously when you're not in the powder, this thing's gonna ride fast and it's gonna dig hard. All right, well, thanks for checking out the women's board ladder for Rossignol for the 22-23 season. If you got any questions beyond what we talked about in the video, definitely leave some comments down below. We're on there every single day trying to answer your questions. We want to make sure we get you into some rad gear, but most importantly, we want to make sure that it's actually going to fit you and it's going to fit your riding needs. Also, make sure to like, subscribe, definitely get that bell on too so you can find out when all the new videos drop. Grab yourself a new Rossignol board and get out and ride, because every day riding is a good day riding.